Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here and welcome to episode 43 of In Focus Friday. So last week we had a look at the big fat giant Queen's Beast line, the 10 ounce version. It's a really cool coin. I'm really looking forward to the way that set's going to look when it's all finished with all 10 different designs. It's a really popular coin with investors and stackers, and it was very popular in last week's episode. So if you haven't checked it out, please do go have a look. The link's in the description below. So the vote last week was a pretty close run thing. The Scottsdale bar won it with 5 votes, the Britannia had 4 and the Swan had 3. So very close voting, but it was the Scottsdale that won it out. So thank you so much for voting if you did. Those 2 other coins will be returning this week with 1 extra one, so make sure you stick around to the end of the episode to cast your vote for next week's item. So here we have the Scottsdale silver 5 ounce bar. I'm a little surprised it won because it is just at the end of the day a lump of silver, 5 ounce lump of silver. It doesn't necessarily have the kind of same beauty that a coin would have, but I can definitely see why it's garnered a lot of support, because poured silver has this kind of, I don't know, this allure to it which is just very different to a sort of coin, and it's something that I obviously really like, really enjoy. That's why I pour my own silver. You know, every single poured bar is very different. You know, coins, they're all kind of the same. If you get 20 Britannias, they're all going to be the same, but poured bars will all have their own unique feel and character. And this one does just that as well. You know, it's Scottsdale silver, so you know it's going to be a particularly nice, high quality bar. It looks fantastic. What I think is most amazing about this, though, is if you look at the back, it's just so perfect in its way that it's been poured. The sides as well. There's no layering of the silver. And now, from my limited knowledge of how silver pouring works and from what I've seen and felt when I'm pouring my own silver, this bar must have been poured at exceptionally high temperatures. The silver must have been very hot indeed, because when you pour silver into a graphite mould or any kind of mould, the first blob that hits will often cool quite quickly, and you'll then see that kind of pattern on the bottom of the bar. You can see where the lump of silver hit first and everything else then cooled around it, whereas with this one it's obviously all nice and smooth, so it must have been exceptionally high temperature such that it didn't actually solidify at all when it was poured down there. But you know, it's just exceptional. So for a poured bar to look like this is fantastic. And you know, Scottsdale Silver, we'll talk a little bit about them. High quality stuff that they do. I'm sure you're all familiar with them. Maybe not so much over here in the UK. It's a very common thing in America to have these kind of bars. They're much more common on the market than over here. And that's why I picked this up. I got this off the Silver Forum. It was a really good price for what it was. You know, these on eBay would be selling for much more. So I decided to pick it up, and it looks fantastic. The Lion stamp and the Scottsdale Silver 5 ounce Troy 909 plus fine silver all stamped in there. Looks like they're probably machine pressed onto the bar rather than hand stamped, but they look absolutely fantastic, and I love the way they've kind of indented into the silver. Really deep stamps which look really nice. So yeah, I think it's just a fantastic little piece. I alluded to something earlier in the week that I've kind of falling out of love with silver as a kind of investment for the long term. I'm going to talk a lot more about that maybe next week and talk about my feelings on that kind of topic. But at the moment, I feel like these kind of pieces, you know, big lumps of silver, 5 ounce plus coins and 10 ounce plus coins are the way forward for me in terms of silver. Falling a little bit out of love with lots of different designs of tiny little coins or 1 ounce or half ounce coins and things like that. So you know, each one of these has their own unique character, whereas, you know, coins, you get 20 coins, they're all the same. Whereas if you get a really nice 20 ounce bar, I personally enjoy it more, and I think that's very important when you're stacking. So there we go, that's the Scottsdale 5 ounce bar. You know, Scottsdale have a whole host of different other things. I featured one of their other items on the channel before as well, which is the Scottsdale Tombstone bar. They're really cool pieces, and I love Scottsdale, which is why I picked it up. So there we go. Now, bringing back the coins that didn't win last week, we've got the 2017 Anniversary Britannia. This one's got the really cool kind of design on the back, so that would be a very cool coin to have a win at some point. We have the Perth Mint Swan, really pretty coin, and certainly something that I would love to get under the camera as well. And then the new addition this week is a gold coin, and this is a 1/10 ounce gold American Eagle. It's something, again, I picked up off the Silver Forum, not something very common over here, so when these come up at spot or less, then it's very much a good thing to buy, so to diversify the gold stack. So yeah, do let me know in this video which one you want to see next week. Comment below. Otherwise, just stick a thumbs up on the video, share it around if you can. Even if you don't want to vote on a coin, just comment on what you thought about the Scottsdale bar as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the alarm bell. I do a video like this every Friday, and I also have other videos coming out on Saturday, Sunday and Wednesdays as well. So make sure you subscribe to catch future videos. Otherwise, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.